Welcome to the Poetry Moment, featuring Lucille Clifton's poem, Atlantic is a Sea of Bones. I'm Shawn Sebastian Naar. This poem begins with a song, one that Clifton said was a song I used to sing when I was a good Baptist, a jaunty traditional tune about the leg bone connecting to the hip bone. Them Bones is a song that the famous Myers Jubilee Singers recorded in 1928. Written by Harlem Renaissance author James Weldon Johnson and his brother J. Rosamond Johnson, the lyrics are based on the chapter in the Bible in which the prophet Ezekiel has a vision of a valley of dry bones that connect themselves into skeletons and are resurrected as human beings. That song's not quite so lighthearted as it sounds. This poem is heavy-hearted. Clifton's verse bemoans the Atlantic slave trade and the horrors it begat. As someone who traced her roots to the Dahomey tribe, to Amazon warriors, Clifton knew that her ancestors were brought to America to work as enslaved people. Her ancestors were from Wida, a kingdom on the west coast of Africa, an area now in the country of Benin. For 2 centuries, the Wida people exported 1,000 slaves a month, which the kingdom's soldiers captured from the interior countries in Africa. When the kings could not supply enough slaves, they sent their own wives on the ships over the Atlantic's waves. Clifton concentrates in this poem on the mothers, making choices about life and death when they had no other choice in riding those ocean waves. She loved the Pacific, Clifton explained to our audience when she read this poem for Hoko Polizzo in 1985, but how could she explain a Black person's feeling about the Atlantic? A teacher of poetry as well as an author, Clifton thought that poems could tell stories that otherwise couldn't be absorbed. She said, while poetry sometimes to teachers is a matter of text and something to be studied, for me, poetry is a way of living in the world. I don't do it to be studied, though I do recognize the value of those things. But for me, poetry is a way of trying to express something that is very difficult to express. It's a way of trying to come to peace with the world. And now, Atlantic is a Sea of Bones by Lucille Clifton.
Them bones will rise again. Them bones will walk again. Them bones will talk again. Now hear the word of the Lord. Atlantic is a sea of bones. My bones. My elegant Africans connecting Wida and New York, a bridge of ivory. Seabed, they call it. In its arms, my early mothers sleep. Some women leapt with babies in their arms. Some women wept and threw the babies in. Maternal armies pace the Atlantic floor. I call my name into the roar of surf, and something awful answers.